Hello, world. Good morning or good day. This is Maria Vanga. Maria Vanga, your psychotherapist, chiming in from this time around. I'm in a city, the mountain city of my country, Cameroon, called Boya, right? And yeah, I just came back from sports and the weather is cool. And I am on day 10 of my 14-day spiritual retreat. And you see me giddy giddy. It's because the theme of today can really make you giddy giddy. I'm actually laughing because the theme of today is actually a question like, you have to answer this question, don't run away from this question. What about sex? I'm like, hey, on a spiritual retreat, I'm talking about sex? Like, yes, of course. Why not talk about sex? I'm like, but I'm supposed to be fasting from sex. Come on, God, come on. It's like you talk about it, you reflect on it, you answer your questions, and you hold yourself accountable to your answers. I was like, okay. So this is it, right? And since I was instructed to share daily vlog about it, no holding back. So fortunately, I know all the topics of this week already, all the themes of this week. So tomorrow is romance, and then something happiness, gratitude. So I mean, it's going to be good from tomorrow. So I think today is the apex. So what about sex? I'm all alone in a hotel room, and that's my bed there. I mean, it's not even made up. I went out for sports. I'm really all alone. Of course, no, I'm not going to bring anybody in. I'm fasting from sex, and secondly, nah, I'm not that one. So it wasn't even something I was going to think of. Even if I wasn't fasting from sex, it doesn't just happen overnight like that. That's why I really love the questions. To be honest, for me, the first question was or is, what do you think about sex? I think that sex is a good thing. I think that sex is an act of intimacy shared by two consenting adults, so that it is not rape, so that it is not abused, all of that. It has to be two consenting adults. If kids go and fool around and have sex, that's their problem. But if they are caught, then they will have breached the law. That is why some young guys are, because, well, they were minors. They're not supposed to. I think that even strictly religious people and stuff will even be laughing and saying, oh no, you're not even supposed to have it until you get married and stuff. But I'm not that kind of a person, so I'm not even going to pretend. So yeah, I think that sex is, I mean, we're not talking about gender, we are talking about sex as in that action. For me, it's something that happens. It's not a taboo. If my parents didn't have sex, I wouldn't be sitting here. And so yeah, that's what I think about sex. Just to inform you, this is going to be like 10 minutes today because it's also an interesting topic, right? So let me not limit myself to talking 3 minutes, 4 minutes. No, I'm going to go on for like 10 minutes. I don't know, 8 minutes. Okay, well, so that's what I think about sex, and I think that it's been treated like taboo. It's been treated like top secret. It's been treated like it's just for one people to enjoy, to explore. That is the male gender, and then women just have to endure and to even beg and to, I don't know, cry and to, no. I really think that it's high time we stop treating sex like some out of mass or out of space subject. I mean, that's why the next question also makes sense to me. Like, what do you say about sex? Well, I say everything about sex. I talk with my kids about sex on the table, depending on their age, right? I go on one-on-one with them. We talk about sex. And I mean, I'm an activist. I work with children victims of rape. Most of it involves sex, right? Forceful penetration and all of that. So it's not like sex is something that I don't work with on a day-to-day. I don't see all over the place. So I have to talk about it. So I talk about it. Yesterday I had two of my adult sons visit me here, and we talked about it like we were talking about every other thing. And And I write about it, I blog about it, and I tell people, you better have the best. If not, there's no point, right? Okay, so yeah, what do you do about sex was the next question. I do have sex, and I do look forward always to be having great sex, and that's why I don't have a lot, because I have to really be tuned in and tuned on. And sometimes I just look at the person, or just the way the conversation is going. I don't think that I would want to, so I don't even try, and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, to be very honest, there are a lot of ways to even have sex on your own these days. So why go kill yourself because you have some boring partner, or maybe you are in a sexless marriage, or dead end, deadbeat relationship, and all of those things. You better do something about it, right? And please don't go abuse somebody, take it by force. It doesn't make any sense. For me, it defeats the purpose of it. Or it has to be, for me, it has to be enjoyable. It has to be pleasant experience. It has to be something you look forward to. It has to be something that can heal. Marvin Gaye sang Sexual Healing, and I love that song. And it's something good for you and for me. Well, for me anyway. So yeah, what's the next thing? The last one I think was, what's good about sex and what's not good about sex. As I was just saying, sex is healing, sex is releasing. I mean, it's sports also, right? Yeah, people sweat, people feel good, people, release some of those pent up emotions. People let go of hurts, sometimes reconciliation passes through sex, and all of those things. And then, well, what's bad about sex? Don't abuse people. Don't force it on somebody. Don't deprive somebody, your partner, for example, your husband. Don't use sex as a tool. That's when it's not good. And then, as a conclusion for me, sex is just part of a big picture, what I would call love making. And it has to come with a lot of romance. It has to be something we really look forward to. I watched an Oprah show where couples really did come out to talk about their sexless marriages, and some were using calendars, some were really having difficulties, and yet some people would go out and then have wonderful sexual encounters out there, and in their own homes they can't have it, and there's something going on. So I just hope that this I don't know, this reflection of mine and the way I answered my questions is going to get some people to really think about themselves and their own situations, or what they're looking forward to. And as Iyala says, I put the link to her video there. You should learn how to ask for what you want and talk about it. And finally, I'm just wearing this here, but if I'm in bed, I'm not going to wear anything, or I'm just going to wear a lingerie. Okay, well, until tomorrow, that was it. Bye.